with automation, with AI. We're talking about more and more about responsible AI, and yet responsible humans. Okay, they are key part. They are key part of building that technology. What's your thought on that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we don't give time and space to the humans that should be in the loop and that should be able, that are actively developing these solutions, that may see the dirty little underbelly of this solution, and they're just not given any time and space. I mean, I always use this diagram, but they're the ones who are in this junior data scientist role typically. And they're not being given this opportunity between the data engineers and the data scientists that they work with, and definitely not visibility to the lead data scientists in many occasions, to actually say and push back and say, I don't know about this. This seems like we're not using the right data. I feel like we're using proxies for data that doesn't exist. And these proxies aren't working out because they don't truly represent what I think we should be representing, or we're using some sort of, haphazard synthetic data that's been sold to us, or whatever the case may be. But there's got to be an opportunity for those who are very involved, and not just stakeholders who may or may not understand. Stakeholders being people who are paying for the solution, usually on the business side, but don't necessarily understand how this thing is getting created or what data is even being used to create the solution. I think, those are the people who are given the chance to push back. And it's like, those aren't the people who know, though. They're not the ones who really know. And we run these stakeholder meetings as part of Agile, right? Development, because that's what we do. And they're given a chance to talk. The team members themselves usually don't get that chance. And especially not if it's going to slow things down. They'll just gloss right over it, check a mark next to it, and go, okay, well, anyway, moving on. I've seen it done. I've also seen blacklisting of data scientists for pushing back. And in other words, what I mean is they just won't get the next big project that's coming down the loop from that lead data scientist, or they won't get invited to go where the lead data scientist is going next, which happens too. Things need to change. We've got to get some better norms, some better culture going around how we develop data. And it's not only about education, although I think we definitely do need to educate the people who fund the projects better, so that they know what to look out for, how to ask questions, and that kind of thing. And that's what the report on AI Truth is all about, that corporate AI ethics best practice. We're looking at everything from how do you form an internal review board to look at some of the really big AI coming that you've got going, AI projects that you've got going, how to review those, how to get an external board if you want to do that as a company. What does that look like? How do you set it up in a way that it'll be really effective? And then just your internal practices and processes, which a lot of data scientists don't understand how to, how they even participate in a larger picture. So I think even just understanding those and being able to, at the end of the day, though, you also have to be able to put the kill switch on when something doesn't work out, and you got to do it fast. I mean, look at what Equifax had happen. The CEO didn't even know. He talked that 160 million people had potentially been scored incorrectly. That's going to affect people's ability to get loans. That's huge. That's huge. And then they sent that. They went ahead and sent those out to the regular big banks that they always send out their feeds to, because it's part of an API feed that they set up based on their scores. And that's what data monetization is all about. But when something bad happens, you need to have that governance in place to immediately go, whoa, we're shutting this down right now until such time that we can fix this. And then we'll open up the floodgate again on the API feed into all the different applications from the banks. But that's the stuff I'm talking about. That's all in those 12 tenets of trust that I'm talking about. Governance, rectification, what do you do when something really bad happens, how to handle the incident, all that good stuff is covered.
I want to encourage everyone to follow Cortnie on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I'm a big fan now. I just followed you. We connected, Cortnie. I'm so happy we reconnected after so many years.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely. And I encourage everyone to go to Amazon and get your book. So we don't know a lot. We don't know a lot still. We're here together to figure it all out.
Right.
How about that? So, Cortnie, I appreciate your time so very much today. Maybe few takeaways for the audience to remember this conversation by, because we did talk about consumer applications, how convenient and wonderful they are, how much innovation we want, how much work that data scientists do. We appreciate that work, and yet we need to figure out, right, what's the best way to move forward. So few points maybe, that you want to leave.
I think, look, we have to figure out better norms for pushing back and having these tough conversations when things aren't going well. And I think AI really is going to be so fantastic when we can start to use it in prescription medicine and prescription health and getting really targeted in diagnosing things we've never been able to diagnose. But we have to earn it first. And we right now, our fast and loose methods, we're moving fast and breaking people. We gotta move fast and be better.
Sounds easy. Sounds easy to do. Yes.
Yeah, we got to start looking at these 12-step. I got a 12-step program. We call it the 12 Tenets of Trust. Let's revise our wicked ways and start, doing innovation that people can really truly trust. So that's where I will leave it, because I love AI and I think it's going to be so freaking fantastic, and I cannot wait to just dive in and start using it for some of the biggest, most challenging areas on the face of the planet. I just think if we really want to get there and we really want to use it for stuff that matters in people's lives, we have to earn their trust first. So
thank you, Cortnie. Thank you so very much for sharing your experience, your wisdom. Again, everybody, follow Cortnie on LinkedIn, on Twitter, get the book, and just let us know what you think, because I'm sure you have your own experiences. And in these videos, please let us know, please comment and share with your audiences and with your friends and colleagues. Thank you, Cortnie, so very much.
Thanks for having me, Irene.